Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Hannah Hall and I'm a makeup artist for the everyday woman that is going out partying because it's Christmas. I've given myself a lovely party eye and I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's get started. So it's all about the eyes, especially in the party season. So I thought we'd give us a party eye, but it's difficult on a hooded eye. So that's what we're concentrating on today. So first of all, I would say get a wash of colour. Now I picked up this palette for you guys and you've probably got these kind of colours at home, or you might want to use your own colours. So it's all about placement. So don't worry, just just transfer it to your own colours. So when you're looking at a quad like this, it can be a bit overwhelming. So I would say, just look at that 4 quad there, they go together. Then look at this here, they go together. And then here. And you can actually intermix as well because the pink and the brown go really nicely together, the pinks and the pinks, so don't get overwhelmed by too much product is what I'm trying to say. So first of all, I would put a base on. Now on this one, it's got a little bit of a cream at the side here. So I would actually use your ring finger for this. Now pat it off on the back of your hand just to see what you're getting. You can see there I'm getting quite a bit of pigment, so I wouldn't want to go straight onto the eye. So I just want to pat it on just to give a little bit of base to then anything else to grip hold of. And it's quite nice that this is actually within the palette. So just placing it onto the other eye as well. And then there's also a brown there as well. So let's go into the brown with a brush and then just place it onto the back of the hand. You can see there, you're getting quite a bit of payoff, which is great, but you do have to be quite cautious because you don't want to end up with too much product on the eye. Now these are great because they're cream products and they're matte products. And actually you can just get a little bit of definition and start to create the crease that we don't have as a hooded eye, because you can see that I've just done that and you can't actually see it. So I need to go that little bit higher. So what I would suggest is look directly into the mirror, relax the eye, and then just place it. I'm just going to have to look in the mirror myself and then just get my placement and then just blend there. Almost stop. Don't do too much. Just literally go like that and stop. Okay, so I'm going to go on with the other eye because you've got to do both eyes at the same time. Don't do full one eye and then go to the other. Keep switching between the two because then you build it up slowly and you can stand back and take it in, know what you want to do next. You can see that I've had to go that little bit higher. You see that? Just creating that crease that we don't have. Then you can just go in with a little smudgy brush and just go in with the bottom here, just with the cream, and then just take it underneath just to give a little bit of definition underneath, but it's nice and soft. The great thing about cream products is that they don't drop, so you haven't got to worry about that, but you can just literally blend that in and just give a little bit of definition around the eye with those 2 cream products on the end there. That's great. This was such a good affordable palette. Okay, so we want to go for a nice party eye, and we're going to go with some quite deep colours, and we're going to use a little bit of sparkle as well. So first of all, I would suggest giving a little wash of colour just to set these creams. Tapping off the excess and then just giving a little wash of colour down on the lid. Okay, and it's nice and light. Again, tapping off the excess and then just going down there like that, just down on the lid. So next I would suggest getting a really small brush, and the reason for this is because when you've got quite a hooded eye and smaller eyes like mine, is that if you go with a really big brush, you end up with almost too much product. It starts to drag it down at the side. If you get a little small brush, it's going to really sort of precisely place the product exactly where you want it. Then you buff it out with the bigger brush. So let's go in with this nice burgundy, because I think that that's really lovely. Can you see that one there? That's really nice. And so I'm going in, I'm tapping off the excess, and then going to tap it off on the back of my hand just to see what I'm getting, which actually is a lot of pigment. So again, just relaxing the eye, and I just want to place it. So I'm relaxing the hood down, allowing that to come down. That's where I want it. I want it quite high up. And all I'm doing is patting it onto that area. I'm not swiping and sweeping. And then I've got my placement. And if you look up, look how disconnected that is. But actually, that's where it needs to be. So don't worry if it looks all splodgy to start with, because we're going to blend it out. Okay, so go in with the other eye. And again, relaxing the eye down and placing it exactly where you want it. Almost sort of pushing the product into the eye. We're not doing any big swiping motions, because our eyes are really movable, you know, sort of as you get a little bit more mature. The skin on top is very, very movable, so we don't want to do that. We just want to sort of press it in to the area. Now, you can see that we're starting to create a mess. No, we're not. Stick with me. So I take off the excess, pat it onto the back of the hand, and then just take it underneath as well, just to give a little bit of definition, to draw the eye together. So now you've got these two big bits like little bunny ears. Get a big fluffy brush. I call this my pony brush. It sort of tapers in, and then just buff that in, and you're almost on the spot because the skin's quite movable. You're sort of just buffing that in and then just taking it to nothing. On a hooded eye, you do have to be quite careful not to bring too much product into the inner eye. So keep it all nice and light here, and then just concentrate on your depth out at the sides there. So that's looking really lovely. That's a beautiful colour, and it's very on trend with all the mulberries and the berries that are around at the moment. So I do think that that is really nice. It's lovely for all eye colours as well. There's actually next is a slightly deeper colour, which is gorgeous too. So let's intensify the eye just that bit more, have a bit of fun. Let's go in with a bit of that, tap off the excess, and then go onto the back of your hand, and you can see, I can see it's slightly darker. I'm actually going to go here, and I'm going to give myself just that little bit more depth, going over what we've already buffed out. Again, it's starting to look just that little bit disconnected, but once we buff it out, it's going to be fine. So take your big brush again, and then just buff that almost on the spot. You're almost like massaging the eye, blending it into absolutely nothing. Now, it's really key not to drag the eye down. Now, try not to come any further than here. Now, if you're finding that's difficult, don't panic, because all you need to do at the end, I'll show you exactly what we do. So make sure you stick with me to the end. Let's just get it on to start with. Now, this is looking gorgeous. Getting really depth, you're getting 3D eyes, 3D makeup is perfect. Now, what I would suggest is if you really want to intensify the eye, go with that darker colour and just pop a little bit underneath, but only on that outer bit, on that outer corner. Can you see I'm not even coming halfway? I'm just on the outer corner. Next, I'm going to go in with this one, just here for a little bit of sparkle. I'm just going to pop it on my finger, and all I'm going to do is pop it down on the lid. Look at the way that that just lifts the eye. that lovely sparkle. You don't want a lot of sparkle up here. You want to keep that nice and matte and then have the sparkle down on the lid, on the movable area. And that just looks really gorgeous, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, it's all coming together beautifully. So then I would suggest, now, I normally say a brown. You could go black if you're out for a party, okay? So this is the L'Oréal Infallible. It's a black liner, but if you're not used to this kind of thing, just do it cautiously, okay? So all I'm saying is place it down onto the lashes, laying it on the lashes. That's all I'm doing, is laying it on. I'm just laying it down onto the lid, right down on the lashes. All you need to do is lay it down. Don't try and draw freehand. Okay, and if you think, oh, it's not straight line, don't panic. Okay, just get that on, then tilt the head back, lift up, and then just place it up into your lashes at the bottom, and then you get this incredible depth and your lashes just look that bit longer. Look at that, looks incredible. It's amazing. Then from there, I would suggest just taking the big fluffy brush and just blend it all out. Just really blend everything together. Then you can use your finger to soften any lines. Adding some mascara. This has always been my favourite mascara. It's a tubing mascara, which is great. And it just, so once it's on, it doesn't budge, especially when you've got sort of watery eyes. They call it dry eye. It's almost the opposite of what it does. But yeah, get the tubing mascara on. It comes off with warm water and it's really kind to the eyes. I do try lots of different mascaras, but I keep going back to this one. Absolutely love that. I'll pop the link for that below. I'll actually pop the link for everything below so you've got it. And then just taking a concealer and just sort of take a sort of fluffy brush and a concealer just so you can work it into the brush. And I just want you to clean up the sides of the eyes so that if anything has dropped, you can just clean it away and lift up the eye. And then just pat that in. Just lifts the eye, and then do the same the other side. Don't need a lot of product at all. It's just literally lifting up. Can you see? It acts like a little eraser. And that's it, a really fun party eye that's going to take you absolutely anywhere. I love it. Give it a try and let me know how you get on in the comments. I will put all the links for everything I've used below. That palette was just fantastic, and it's just High Street by Revolution. So I'll put the link for that below as well. And I will put all the links for everything that I've used on my face today. I know we haven't gone through that, but yes, let's get ready for that party season to have some fun. I thank you for watching. I look forward to making more content for you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.